Hey, welcome to our video demo of our latest fully rebuilt Bridgeport Milling machine. This one's got a 42-inch table. Customers asked for the upgrade to the 4-axis DRO system, so it's got the normal X and Y, 3rd axis on the knee, 4-axis on the quill there. It's also had the Techno-Pewee guarding system. It's got a double interlock. I'll show you that in a minute. So full stripped down service as usual, fully repainted, regrind to the X, Y, Z or column axis there. The top of the table and the two sides have all been reground as well to make sure everything is square and true for you. Lead screws replaced, the nuts for the lead screws replaced, big main bearing for the Z axis have all been replaced. Head's been all fully serviced, so new belts, new bearings, loads of new parts in the head, new bull gears and so on. Everything's been done to it. Spindle has had brand new match pair super precision bearings, regrind to the R8 taper, so everything's absolutely running bob on for you. This customer's also asked for not just the standard X-axis power feed, Y and Z power feeds as well. Of course, it comes with a light as standard. Okay, so let's test the machine now. You can see it running, and you can check us out on gtmachineparts.co.uk for any of the Bridgeport parts that go on this machine, or if you just want to order a DRO for this machine or for any other type of lathe or any type of mill, borer, grinders, anything, you can check us out on gtprecision.co.uk. The links are below as well. Okay, so super smooth all the way across, obviously all reground and then all gives are straight back in as well. Same with the Y. They've both got safety handles, of course, because of the power feeds. And the knee as well. Lovely and smooth. All the locks have been serviced. X, Y and the knee all been serviced as they should and working as they should. The lube's all been replaced, the lube system. So there's a brand new pump down there, brand new pipes, all the metering units all been replaced, of course. So that needs just to be operated once in every 8 hours of machining, just to keep it running great. I'll turn the LED light off there, it might be shining on you. So that's a standard, you get the light as standard. And that's IP65 sealed against coolant and water ingress. Okay, so I'll power all 3 power feeds up at the same time, so once the machine's got enough power to power all 3 at the same time, but obviously you wouldn't normally use them like that, you know. Okay, there's the X, Y and the Z, all working as they should. You'll see them all moving on the DRO screen here. Other way. There you go, all working as they should. And obviously each one has got a variable feed and rapid override on the top there as well. These stops you can move them to wherever you want them to be, wherever the vice or the job happens to be. And there's little extra stops hidden underneath there. As long as you don't take these off, you'll be fine. They're there for a reason, obviously, don't take them off. There's a scale on the back there that stops any damage happening to it. Okay, so moving on, let's test the variable speed head now, and then we'll test the quill. So we're currently running at 1000 RPM. We're actually in low range now, and we're going to fire, sorry, we're not 1000 RPM, of course we're in low range, we're at 120 RPM. There we go, lovely and smooth, as you'd expect. All the way down to 70 RPM, 130, 200, and all the way up to 280. In reverse now, just as quiet in reverse. 280, 180, 120, back down to 70. Okay, so operating the lever now to take it from low to high range. So push the lever in. But before we go to high, we'll go to neutral. So when the When the handle's pointing towards the table, that's neutral, and the spindle will freewheel for you for clocking up any PCDs or anything you want to do to it. So push the handle in, make sure it locks in, make sure we're locked in before we fire up again. Okay, so we're running now at 700 RPM, we're in high range. Here it's just as quiet in high. There's no tool in there, there is a drawbar for the air drawbar. So obviously there's no tool in there, so that's probably tingling away a little bit. So there's 1,000, 1,500, 2,2, 2,000 fathom, absolutely lovely. Hit the brake just to show you it works. And that's reverse now. 1,800, 1,000, and back down to 700. It's running absolutely spot on. Okay, so what I'll do next, I will hire it back up again to about 1,200 RPM. Turn it off now. I'm going to engage this whole quill area here, and that's with this lever here. Okay, so I'll pull out. I'll probably have to turn the spindle a little bit just to get it to go in. There we go, it's locked in. Now that's engaged this whole quill mechanism. So if you're not using it for any length of time, just disengage it, otherwise it just wears it out needlessly. Okay, fire it up. And you see this quill handle is now moving. What I'll do is I'll just take that off actually. There we go. Okay, so make sure the quill lock is off here. Make sure you're not on the height on one of the stops. You don't want to be on the very bottom or the very top because the whole mechanism needs to lift. And then just engage with this handle here. And we'll see if we're moving up or down. We're moving down, that's fine. Okay, so now we're getting a readout on the console here. It's coming off this scale, the quill scale. So you can disengage that very easily with 2 fingers. It's absolutely spot on, just the way it's supposed to do it. Now if you want to reverse the feed, but not reverse the spindle, it's this feed reverse knob here, so it needs to either go in or out. At the moment it's out, so we're going to go in to reverse the feed. But I'll let it trip out itself. It's just about to do that now. There we go, it's disengaged the feed. So come back off the stop slightly, going to reverse the feed, so we're pushing the knob in this case. In the middle there's actually a neutral position as well, and then we engage the feed by pulling this handle out again. So there we go, it's now feeding up. So for every spindle speed you've got 3 different feed rates. That's the highest at the moment. You can't see it because this switch is in the way. But there is a handle behind here, and so that's the slowest when it's horizontal, and that's the medium when it's all the way down. They're all working as they should. Okay, I can disengage the feed now. Okay, I'll turn that off. And I'll push the quill all the way to the top. And I'll put the lock on. You'll see it locks the spindle as it should. Okay, this is a quick release handle, so even though the spindle's not moving, the quill's not moving, the handle can reposition to wherever it's most comfortable, you know. Okay, you might be able to see a little LED light here. That's just showing you that the reader head is reading on a special quill magna scale here, and that gives a readout here. I'll just take it off. You see that? That gives the readout here. It's a great little indicator to say everything's fine, we've got a good signal. So it's green when it's got a good signal. Okay, so I'll just demonstrate now the guarding system. So this has got a double interlock. So it shuts down when you open the guard like this, and it shuts down when you move the whole arm like that as well. So turn the machine back on. I'll turn the spindle on, and opening the guard, see it shuts everything down. But it leaves obviously the DRO on, and it leaves the light on as well. So anything that can cause a problem, it will shut it down for you. That'll be nice and safe. Obviously there is a full C cert that comes with the machine, and it is emailed electronically to you as well, with the manual of course. Okay, there's a quill handle included with each machine. Yeah, so, is the air drawer with this particular machine. We haven't got the air attached to the machine at this point in time. but you can only operate, it's got a double interlock system as well, so you can't operate the air drawbar when the spindle's running for obvious reasons. So it will operate now the guard is open. So you might be able to hear a little click there, but it is operating as it should. Okay, so if you do want one of those, they are part of the upgrade package available. So again, check us out on gtmachineparts.co.uk for the parts of the machine. You can buy all the parts individually, by the way. The orderly lines, they're all available there, handles, that sort of thing, guarding systems. So yeah, check us out on gtmachineparts.co.uk or GT Precision for the DRO systems. Thanks for watching.